A CBS 7 On Your Side investigation has lawmakers and a state agency looking closer at rising charges for Sharyland utilities customers.
To understand the impact of rising Sharyland utility costs, I wanted to take you here to the Laird family home in Midland County, where they've seen their bill more than double since the first of the year. And this family is taking care of an aging mother, and that accounts for more than half of their disability check each month. It's making them make some tough choices of whether to buy prescription drugs for her or keep the lights on. And for families like this one, they've been in the dark about this rate change process until it was too late. Sharyland customers in West Texas came to CBS 7 with copies of their bills which showed a delivery charge rate increase of nearly 3 times what others are paying across Texas.
So why is one entity, one company being given a 3 times rate than anybody else?
It turns out Sharyland itself spoke out against the rapid delivery charge increase for consumers. It was one of many who intervened in a 2013 rate case, a rate case many in West Texas had no idea was taking place.
I have this big hearing. It takes like a year, and it's not at all set up for people like us to come to. It's just not.
A rate case is a months-long process where interested parties request to give testimony before a judge in a court-like setting. It all decides what you pay for electricity.
The rate case process is not designed for the average consumer. The rate case process has been designed for legal professionals and technical experts. And that is something that really must change.
That's Carol Bajitsky. She's been working in the energy utility sector since 1978. Part of that time spent at the Public Utility Commission. She now is the executive director of Texas Rose, which advocates for low-income electricity customers.
At this point, a utility is required to provide public notice of a rate increase, and this consists of one of those boring public notice ads that you see in the newspaper that most people would never even think of reading.
CBS 7 pulled the administrative requirements for notifying customers of planned changes to their rates. A letter to customers and 4 notices are required, published only in a local newspaper, while the law requires an electric company to show how much total money they will be getting from consumers. It does not require them to break down estimated bill costs to customers, making the notices difficult to understand. We also found it's difficult to complain. You must request to intervene in writing by mail to the Public Utility Commission in Austin. For this 2013 rate case, only 3 consumers submitted letters speaking out on the issue. One letter read, quote, "This is not easily understood by the average consumer of electricity." We asked the Public Utility Commission about the notification process. So for even me reading the notice that they saw in the newspaper, I wouldn't have understood it. I wonder if that's something that you would consider looking at.
I think we're always open to evaluating new ideas.
Just to let them know we're tired. We're tired.
Back in West Texas, residents organized their own town hall meetings when they realized electricity costs were rising. No such meeting was held by Sharyland in the 2013 rate case. We found out there is no requirement from the PUC to hold public meetings in areas where rates are rising. It makes it difficult for residents to travel to Austin, where meetings are held.
Surely, this process could be more open to the consumers that will be affected by it. And when those notices are issued, I think it would be a good idea if they already had a date set to hold a meeting locally in the service area at different locations so that people could show up and express their concerns.
We also brought that issue to the Public Utility Commission. Is there any chance that in the future you guys could consider maybe branching things out from Austin and really going to the people that are going to be impacted to talk about rate cases before they're decided in Austin?
I think what's most important in this situation is that folks are aware of it, and now they are involved.
It's a question that has caught the attention of State Senator Kel Seliger. It's really difficult for the average consumer to understand leading up to a rate case just how much they're going to be paying. And I just want to ask you if you think there's anything that can be done to reevaluate that.
We'll discuss it, but keep in mind that an electric company that provides electricity over a very large area, they can go do these public meetings all over the place in any number, and then the cost of doing that goes into the rate too. And so you want to be careful that you don't have a process that exacerbates the effect of a rate increase. But yeah, we are always looking at those policies that affect rate making and affect communication and that affect ultimately the consumers.
Now, we just heard Senator Seliger saying there on camera that we should look more closely at this process. But after that interview, we followed up with his office twice by email. Those emails were not returned when we asked if they would follow that up with something in writing. As for Representative Tom Craddock's office, they declined an interview, though they did say that they are working with customers to file complaints. So what can you do now? I would really encourage everyone to contact their lawmakers and the Public Utility Commission to complain about this issue if you have some concerns with anything that we've uncovered. You can be sure that we will continue to track this story as the results of a PUC investigation are pending. I'd also like to take a moment to thank the Laird family for letting us into their home tonight, giving us a platform to tell this very important story. Tonight, I'm live in Midland County. On your side, Matt Rist, CBS 7 News.
Matt, thank you very much. We have posted details on our website at cbs7.com on how you can contact your lawmaker. You can also look them up at this state website. It's fyi.legis.state.tex.us. You can also contact the Public Utility Commission to file a complaint as they look closer into this problem.